Hello, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. I haven't painted it in a couple days, so I'm kind of excited. I cleaned the bottle tip out. It was clogged. This is my frosted. It's a it's a Prizm pour. And I'm going to make a pan of colors. And then I'm going to put it in a 12 by 24 inch canvas that I've just now finished priming wet. And hopefully it survives the leaning up process. This is Viola Blue. This is a new Vivid Intense. Look for the Colourarte coupon code below Show More. It's 20% off. And while you're there, notice that there's a 10% off Pixel Paint Designs coupon code also. So that was Viola Blue, like I said, Vivid Intense. This is Carnation. This is a Prizm pour. I'm going to try and color block. And then I'm going to shovel. I'm going to put it onto a puddle. And at that point in time, I'm going to probably use some tools. This is a primary element. This is my golden maple, which unfortunately I did not clean the tip out of. So I might need to either do that or grab a different gold. Of course, I'm also thinking that I'm going to swipe with some gold. Come right out, please. Sometimes the tips just come right out. It's better than it was. Much. I don't want to put much of that on the bottom because it will get lost. This is my infamous sour lemon with orange crush added to it. And I guess I'm going to use some other pearl on the bottom because it's a fairly large canvas. And I never mind having some white on black anyway. And anytime the colors layer on top of each other, they're going to be prone to selling anyway. I've got some Rhapsody Rose, which is a primary element. Just mixed up yesterday. I love this color. This is a fabulous color, especially on white. I just had a Floetrol strand in my black paint that was like 8 inches long. It took forever. I'm so glad I didn't do it on camera. This is a new Hibiscus Prizm pour. Sometimes they look lighter than they are when they're dry. Well, almost all the time, in fact. This is another Prizm pour. This is a fuchsia. Makes me want some more red, and I'm thinking red might be the Poinsettia. And then I'm going to have to contemplate, oh, it's time to make some more of this. And I seem to be having, it's like it's misthreaded. Yeah, that'll help. It was misthreaded. So there was too much air and I couldn't squeeze anything. I've got Tuscan Sun also. I'm going to find the saffron in a second. Tuscan Sun Prizm pour, saffron also Prizm pour. I don't mind using an abundance of saffron. I love the saffron. Leslie made it up. She said, just for me. I've got more colors. I've got Rouge Violet, another Vivid Intense. I was going to use some Wild Orchid, but the Rouge Violet is sort of as good as, if not. No, it's as good as. And what did I say? It's a, I think it's a Vivid Intense. And last but not least, probably not least, I have Bali High. I'm contemplating some Fandango at this point, but I haven't quite got there. I'm being called to some kind of blue, and I've got cerulean blue out. I've also got Snapdragon close by. Amethyst Queen, what am I going to use? I've got Egyptian blue. I haven't used much of that, and it's a gorgeous color, and it's very different than anything that's in there. Oh yeah, I think that's going to be it. And a few of these are handy. Did I say if I used the red violet or not? That is a Vivid Intense Fluorescent. Similar to some of the others. Not the same. And I didn't use any Chantilly lace, and I want to. I don't think I used enough yellow, but we can always go back and add more yellow. So there's my pan of colors. And this is a process I haven't engaged in for. This is a bunch of different methods. And looks like my canvas worked out fine. I've got to empty. There's only a little bit of, there's just enough Amsterdam Black. I have the wrong pair of glasses on. Just enough Amsterdam Black. Once I add colors to it, to spread it all over. I want to tilt the colors I have, maybe run a fork or blow on them or a chain pull or something, and I'm not done yet. I'm ready to mix up some more paint. I bit the bullet and went ahead and spent the $40 on 1,000 milliliter Amsterdam Black, and I'm so glad I figured out I could add more Floetrol. Okay, is there anything that I see? I think I want the Fandango. I want no paint on my fingers, and that'll never be the case. So let's put a little, let's try not to dump the pan of colors. Let's put a little Fandango in there. Whoa, I did that darn thing again. I keep doing it right over and over again. I accidentally decided one day that I would put some distilled water in my paint, and it mixed up fine, but every time I go to use it, that's what I get out first. So we'll give that a little bit of a shake. Pour it off in the corner. Yeah, that makes everything sing. Look at that. I don't know if I have enough paint or not. I didn't use any Orange Crush, and I'm definitely being called to it. Must be time to mix some more. And I think I talked to you about more yellow, and I want some of that too. Great pan of colors. And let's see if I can use it. I've never done this exactly like this. Not looking to get any black paint into my other colors. Come on, release. Doesn't matter how much paint I put in my shovel. Because I'm going to put it all on the canvas. And I'm glad I remembered, because I really wanted to leave some negative space, so if there's any black, Amsterdam Black left in the puddle, that would be a good thing. And I could probably still add the rest of whatever's left in my jar at the end to make the rest of the paint flow, which means I should, yeah, that happened. Paint flows to paint, so if I put some paint around the outside edges, that's not a bad thing. This might be also a good time to add some white if I was going to do that. Or use a marble. I have more paint than I need, but it's okay. I'm going to deal with it. Hopefully. I had to put that little spiral in there. And I don't really want to leave any paint. But I kind of want to keep what's in my shovel handy in case I need it for something. So what am I going to do with that? I'm going to find something to rest it in. There, I can rest, I think I can rest it there. We'll give it a shot anyway. Alright, so back to the plan at hand. Put a little more Amsterdam black around my edges. And I can still swipe, and my plan is to still swipe. Not all of it, but a fair amount. Really don't want to lose any of that Egyptian blue. It occurs to me the one thing I didn't start with was an edge catcher, but I have one that's going to work okay. There's still dregs. Not a lot. Alright, where's my 3? First we're going to tip a little bit. I'm just going to get painty. I like how the spiral turned out, actually. I'm going to have to put the rest of that shovel in here at some point in time. I'm liking all the colors I've got. I never did put any white in though, come to think of it. So I've got a little bit of Artist Loft. I'm not sure if that was a good idea or not, but I guess we'll find out together. Right now, I'm thinking before it's too late, I kind of want to grab my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula. You can find these on my Amazon link if you look for them. There's 7 of them. There's at least one I never figured out what to do with, and a lot of them I don't use very often. But the round front and the one that's half the size of this one at the tip are all good, but this number 1 is my go-to. Okay, and that's going to go, I think I'm going to scrape out my dish too. I don't mind a little paint in there, but a lot is just not possible for me to put up with. Especially since it's just going to go directly into my rinse water. I'm trying to find something to rest it on. Alright, that is taken care of. Come on, let go. I'll just put that right over there. We're going to lose some paint, there's no doubt about it. I forget, I've got the stretcher bar in the back of a 12 by 24 inch canvas is very handy. Now I don't want that to go all the way to the edges because then I won't have enough of a pillow to do any swiping, and we don't know how the swiping is going to work anyway, because I haven't done this before like this. And I don't want to ruin anything that's awesome, but I do want to get busy and try some swipes, maybe from the inside out. So I'm going to go, so that's from the right side, and I'm going to use the gold too. I might use the white next swipe. I have some old gold, and I'm hoping that the cell activator, I mixed it with some fresh that was almost out. It's Pebeo Iridescent Gold and Atelier Rich Gold. Just keep scraping that off. And tipping is definitely still on the table. So that's nice. I'm not so sure about the other. So let's use some white next and see what happens. I have silver also. I'm going to use a couple little dollops of black and skip the gold for right now. I'm going to tip my spatula up enough so I don't waste any paint on the blade like I just did. But if I scrape it off, that might be okay. I don't know what this is going to be like. But I really want to use a larger palette knife, but I'm not going to. I am going to scrape this off again. This time I'm going to wipe it off. I think I'm going to do... Did I open my silver? It's not open. Maybe next go round. So I'm not thrilled with this down here, although the cells do continue to activate as you wait. Oh, that was on the wrong side, but I don't care. I love using the black and white together. Alright, I'm going to be back in a second because this is taking way longer than I expected. I'm going to restart my timer if I'm going to keep going. We don't know what's going to happen yet. Alright, so onward with the swiping process. I like the white and the black a lot. But I really want that silver to be open. So maybe I'll just take the top right off. Add a little bit of the black. I think I had to swing that around. I'm afraid the black and white together, if you push it too far, you get mud. But I'm liking some of the stuff I've got a lot. And I'm really tempted to use one of my little acetate tools just to spin around in there because I can. So I will. Maybe more. Maybe that was too much. I know this will be. But we need to find out. I think that might have to be stretched in order to see the results I'm looking for. So I'm unsure about to continue or not. I'm really liking how the white looks. I actually seem to prefer it. But it's the black and white next to each other that I'm really liking too. So I'll just do both again. I hate to lose that little spiral, but I think it's got to go. And I never used the fork, which I meant to. So here I am balancing something in one hand. And I don't want to continue doing that while I'm balancing cell activator. Gosh, I hope I don't ruin this. You know what? I'm going over here. I hope this isn't a total mistake. Well, at least we have cells coming up. And I'm going to do black, white, silver, gold, I don't know. Just going to town. I still need to tip too. I guess it's a large canvas, which would explain why it's going to take me so long. I just slow down because the faster I go, the faster it seems to turn gray. Alright, so what will we get? I don't know. I need elbow room though. Put the top back on that gold really quickly so I can still use it. And maybe a dish to pour off into in case there's anything to pour off. I kind of want some orange in there. Right now, before I go any further, which reminds me, I'm sort of out of elbow room in this regard, so let me grab a couple bottles. Oh, I got paper towels stuck to my edge catcher. How does that happen? Didn't even used to use paper towels. Is everything still moving? That's the question. I'm going to go that way because I like those white cells on the end of the canvas. It's kind of good that only half of it has paint flowing to the edge because I might be able to wrangle it. I want to take that paint off and put it somewhere else. Can I do that? I can try. This is going to be a really long video. I love what's on my edge catcher. It's stunning. That's why I want to use it. Because wasting it doesn't seem like a good option to me. Come on. Come on. Whoa, no, 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 no. I didn't leave myself any negative space, but I do have some pretty cool things happening in the patterns department. And I will be tipping again. I know you can't see everything I'm doing. I grab that stretcher bar. Get that scrap of paper towel out. Let everything go down. Hopefully you can see some of that. And I'm glad I painted the canvas black in the background because that means I might be able to keep whichever spots aren't completely covered. Here we go. The question is, do I throw it back again? I'm so thrifty. I'm trying to save the paint on the other end of the canvas. It's almost there. I'm rocking my edge to cover it. I'm going to turn it around so I can keep that paint. Maybe I'll just salvage that edge catcher so I can make skins out of it or something. Alright, that's actually pretty beautiful. And I do have enough paint left if I want it to put it on this corner. And I'm going to, just because there was a little scuff there from manipulating things. That's pretty nice. I really like that. It was a fair amount of work. There's no doubt about it. Paint juggling. But I'm not going to worry about my ends. Alright, let me get the phone down before we run out of time. I don't think we can run out of time. I don't think it's going to be 40 minutes. There's some really cool stuff in there. I especially like the loop-de-loops. And the white cells are tremendous. And the silver isn't hurting anything either. Let me get up on my ladder and zoom in if there's a zoom in that's necessary. Just enough of that sour lemon with orange crush. Although I see this shape over here and it's kind of bugging me. And at this point I could probably put chain in. Or anything else I wanted to and continue the process, but there's plenty of paint there. And let's zoom in. Let's try and zoom in anyway. I especially love that white lacing. It's beautiful. And there's some really gorgeous stuff in there. I might stick a skewer in there a couple places, like drag that one line out. With the dull end. Just so it isn't, whatever it was troubling my eye. So I love you guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you like what I do. I'm going to try and zoom in some more. My turntable and my camera monitor are not in sync completely. But they're not doing too badly either, I guess. Let's see if I can go that way. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I can't wait to see what this looks like dry. I really wish I could flip it around for you. But I have a feeling it's going to be completely out of the picture. There, I got it. Wow. Okay, you've heard it all before. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words and your comments. They keep my morale boosted. I'm going to put this phone down so I can square off the camera. There we go. I do sell my artwork. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I have 31 playlists with 100 videos each on them, and everything is also organized by topic and genre. Should you ever want one, just mention it in comments or on my community board, where you can also find tomorrow's video if you're looking for it. I want to go back. I've got so many tabs open on my phone I didn't realize. Go back to flashing the light, because it's really, really gorgeous, and the more I look at it, the more I'm falling in love with it. So you guys, I want you to take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I'm so distracted I can't even tell you what I'm supposed to tell you. On my Linktree, you'll find a couple of websites. And my websites, in fact. The Gallerist, Society 6. Spring Clothing is under the video. It's not clothing, but it's all over prints. And they're all over prints at a bunch of places. Available merchandise at Fine Art America and Pixels.com. One in the same place. One's better on your phone. Anyway, so yeah, I'm glad I don't have to fill in those little black areas. And the lacing is just accelerating. The Australian Floetrol is the bomb. I want to make that into a tight little spiral there, just because I can. And it's the only one. Wow, I just want to keep staring at this. I love you guys. I think I said already, but I'll say it again. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves.
And whatever I've forgotten, you'll see in another video. Please feel free to ask me questions. Questions are encouraged. I love you. I hope you come again. I post at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is magnificent. Thank you for joining me. I think I said that twice too. Oh well, never mind. Ooh, shiny. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.